Hello, my friends. Have you ever felt stuck because of fear? You have a great idea, but self doubt, overthinking, or fear of failure hold you back. Judge Ada asked me to tell you today that everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And that's how we say welcome to Excel, the place where the exceptionals come to get better every day. In this video, I'll share simple but powerful ways to overcome fear and take action with confidence like a boss. So let's begin by, helping you understand what fear truly is. Fear is a fog. It clouds your vision, making the path ahead seem uncertain until you take a step forward and realize it was never as thick as it seemed. Fear can also be described as a broken compass, pointing in every direction except the one that you need to go. So if you have ever wanted to do something, maybe start a business, speak in public, take on a new challenge, but fear held you back, you're not alone, my friends, because we have all heard fear's whispers, telling us the worst case scenarios of what we want to do, hoping we'll believe them. But here is the truth. Fear is not the enemy. It's actually a survival mechanism designed to protect us. It is a hurdle, not a wall, meant to be jumped over, not to block our path. Our brain is wired to keep us safe. When we sense danger, whether it's real or just imagined, it triggers a fight or flight response. That's why our heart races before a big presentation, or why self-doubt creeps in when you think of taking a risk. But here is the key. Not all fear is bad. There are two types of fear actually. The rational fear that keeps us safe, like avoiding a dangerous situation, or the irrational fear that holds us back, like fearing failure, judgment, or rejection. So what's one fear that has held you back recently? Please drop it in the comment. I'd love to hear from you. Now that we understand fear, let's talk about how to turn fear from an obstacle into an opportunity for growth. With your understanding now that fear is a locked door, but the key is in your hands, let's take it a step further. Let's identify exactly what's holding you back. Sometimes we feel stuck, but we don't even know why. Is it fear of failure, fear of being judged, fear of uncertainty? The first step to overcoming fear is to name it. Identify your fear. I want you to take a moment and ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? Is it fear of failure, where you are worried you make mistakes and people will see you fall and laugh at you? Is it fear of judgment, where you are afraid of what others will say, or if you try and don't succeed? Or is it fear of uncertainty, where you are scared because you don't even know what will happen next? My friends, please just drop the comment below and let's know what's the biggest fear holding you back. I want this to be a space where we'll grow together and inspire our better everyday mindset. Here is a quick exercise. Take out a piece of paper and write down the worst case scenarios of taking that action you've been afraid of. Have you done that? Good. Now write the best case scenario. Which one are you focusing on? Because most of the time we focus so much on the worst that we forget to consider what could be right. But if you take a chance, you might just surprise yourself. Because fear is a sleeping dragon. It looks terrifying. But once you face it, you realize it was only ever a dream. Now that you've identified your fear, let's talk about how to turn it into a tool for growth instead of letting it hold you back. And here is the truth, my friends. Fear is a test, not of your limits, but of how badly you want what's on the other side. Because most people see fear as a stop sign. But what if I told you that fear is actually a green light? It means you are about to grow. Think about the most successful people. Oprah Winfrey of this world, Elon Musk, even Michael Jordan. Every one of them has failed. But they didn't let fear stop them. Instead, they saw failure as feedback. I remember when I got a big project from a major client. It was a huge opportunity for me, but instead of feeling excited, I was scared. I kept thinking, can I really pull this off? What if I fail? What if I disappoint them? But then I told myself something that changed everything. If they didn't believe I could do it, they wouldn't have given it to me. That one thought gave me the confidence to push through. Fast forward to today, I not only delivered beyond their expectations, but I also took on even bigger and tougher projects. Looking ahead, I realized that fear wasn't trying to stop me. It was pushing me to rise to the challenge. So here are 2 practical strategies you can adopt to reframe fear into growth. The first one, you might consider the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. It's a simple trick. When you feel fear creeping in, you count backwards 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and take action immediately. These short circuit hesitations will get you moving. The second strategy is to flip the fear narrative. Instead of saying, I'm afraid of failing, try saying, I'm excited to learn something new. Your brain doesn't know the difference. It reacts to the words you feed it. Okay? So what's one fear you are going to reframe today? Just put a comment below and let's take action below. Let's take action together. Now that you know how to shift your mindset, let's talk about actionable steps to conquer fear and take control of your future. Having identified your fear and learned how to reframe it, let's get to the most important part, which is taking action. Because at the end of the day, my friends, the only way to truly overcome fear is to move through it. Fear doesn't disappear before you take action. It disappears because you take action. So here are 5 powerful strategies you can use to push past fear and step into action today like a boss. Number 1, start small. Many times we fear something because it feels so big. The solutions, it shrinks down. If public speaking scares you, don't start with a TED talk. Start by speaking up in small groups. If launching a business feels overwhelming, take the first tiny step. Research, reach out, or draft a plan. So what are you going to do? Ask yourself, what's the smallest action I can take today? Then just do that. And secondly, visualize success. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, train your mind to focus on what could go right. Athletes do this before competition. They see themselves winning before they even step onto the field. You can do the same. So close your eyes for maybe 30 seconds and picture yourself succeeding. Feel it, see it, believe it. Your mind will follow where your focus goes. That's how powerful your mind is. And number 3, take imperfect actions. Hey, my friends, done is better than perfect. Fear thrives on perfectionism. We think I'll start when I'm ready, but guess what? You will never feel 100% ready. Action creates clarity. So start before you're ready and figure out as you go on. And what are you going to do? Do one thing today that you've been putting off. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. And number 4, surround yourself with action takers. Fear is contagious, but so is courage. If you're surrounded by people who play it safe, you will stay stuck. But if you surround yourself with people who take bold actions, you will start to do the same. So what are you going to do? Find a community. Find mentors, find friends or a mastermind group who inspire you to push past your fear. This is a secret. And number 5, shift your self-talk. Your words shape your reality. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, I am learning to do this. Fear loses power when you change your language. Here is a secret. Fear is a negotiator. It tries to talk you out of taking risk, but you don't have to agree to its terms. So what are you going to do? The next time fear shows up, pause and reframe your self-talk. Speak to yourself like you would a friend, encouraging, not discouraging. Fear is always going to be there, my friends, but it doesn't have to control you. Take that first step, no matter how small, and keep moving forward, because I know you've got this. So which of these 5 strategies will you apply today? Just drop it in the comment. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more ways to break through fear and take bold actions in your life like a boss. Please, my friends, comment below. What's one action you will take today despite fear? Now you know that fear is an uninvited guest, right? It knocks loudly at your door, but you decide whether to let it in. Remember, fear will never disappear completely, but neither will your dreams. The choice is yours. If this helped, just hit that like button and subscribe for more strategies to level up your life and get better every day. And check out this video we recommend you watch next. Till we see you again in our next video, stay blessed.